What's up, guys? It's your boy Souls here, and welcome back to Geometry to the Fingerdash. You already know. And welcome to If I Had a Part In. And this time, we're not doing a custom level. This time, we're going to be doing a main level. That being Fingerdash by Robtop himself. Now, Fingerdash, it's a pretty good level, showing off a lot of the 2.1 features and all that, right? But I feel like some parts in the level got a bit lazy. This part right here with the UFO towards the end, it kind of just fell off in quality in comparison to like the first part, the flying part. There's so many things that Robtop could have worked with to make this level just amazing for 2.1, and it is, but it can be improved. Like this robot part is probably one of his weakest in my opinion, because this is just what is this? Like the brick parts brought in, it just makes it feel kind of off. So we're going to be fixing that in this video. So without further ado, let's do this. So if I really had a part in this, I would, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and delete all this. Okay, that should be fine. This should be fine for like an entrance and stuff like that. So now I'll be right back after I make some gameplay. Alright, so I made a little bit of gameplay here. What I did was I implemented a dual spider, because that's a game mode that Robtop really should have shown off in Fingerdash, even though it might be a little bit difficult. And I'm leaving this UFO part open for a really specific purpose. What I want to do, something similar to what Robtop did with the spinning dragon parts right here. I want to kind of implement that into like the gameplay of avoiding them in different game modes. In this case, that will be the UFO. Try to make the gameplay somewhat Robtop-like, so it's easy for new players to come in. They know the mechanics from the beginning of the level, and now they can utilize that in the end of the level. Let's go ahead and get started with the UFO gameplay. This is why I was saving. This is what I was saving the empty space for. At first, of course, we're going to get a dragon. And what color is this actually? I might as well use the same color so I don't like waste space and time. So 171 and 172. See how, why did, okay. He used a lot of colors. Yo, Robtop, you should hire me to do your main levels. I will gladly make main levels for you, dude. There are better ways I can make this fireball, but I'm sticking with the whole, I'm not making this any better than I have to. All right, now that we got that, we're gonna put it at the base of the dragon. What I like to do with my circles, I always like to leave a centerpiece, and then I go 1, 2, copy 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, just so I know where the center of my circle is. So here we go, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is where the center is, right here. 1, 2, this is the center. 1, 2, this is the center. 1, 2, this is the center, and so on and so forth. It's gonna be somewhat of a big boy of a dragon. Somewhat. All right, now that we have that, now we need our centerpiece. Our centerpiece, what I like to do for my centerpieces, I like to get this small circle and then go straight to the middle of this. And that, in this case, it will be right here. So that'll be group 144. Gonna select all this, including the dragon. And then make this the next group, 145. And we're gonna get our rotate trigger. Actually make this the group parent. And I'm actually gonna show you what this means. Group parent means that you can select this, right? And then you select everything. And what it does, since that's the group parent, everything is going to rotate around that group parent. So let's see like just a regular rotation, a regular 360. And let's put it right here. Let's see how that plays out. Okay. Really glad that actually worked on the first try. And now what I'm gonna do it twice. So I'm gonna copy paste this, use this, yep, copy paste, build helper. Gonna move this up. Hey, I made a giant S on accident. What the heck? That actually looks kind of cool. And it makes gameplay because if you touch the fireballs, they kill you. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill this bottom part with some of the black lava, I guess we're calling it. All right, then what I'm gonna do here is actually really simple. I'm just gonna keep rotating this, keep rotating it until it reaches the ground part. And then I'm gonna copy paste it. Actually, no. I'll be even smarter. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, then copy paste it. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep this trend going, and I'm just gonna, oh, that's light back. Why would Robtop, why did you make this light background? Now that I have that done, we're gonna put some black flames here and there, because why not? I did like what Robtop was doing with these bricks, but I feel like he didn't get nearly as creative as he could. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since I'm only allowed to use the base, I'm going to make gameplay spikes right here. So I'll make a gameplay type structure like right here. And I'm gonna fill it in with the normal blocks. Alright, so all I'm doing is I'm just improving upon the design that Robtop has already built and just adding it into the level just to make it look slightly better. Like, all I did was use the default blocks that he gave us and put some 3D on it with some black 3D lines, and there you go. That's literally all he had to do for this part, and just add a couple of spikes. And even if he wanted to use these little things right here, all you would have to do is just put them on, just like this. If you want an object to shake without using the shake trigger, all you gotta do is make it the X go back and forth. And just like that, we have a shaking thingy right here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make some custom saws. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use this. Keep the base of it black, right? That should be fine. Yep. And then we're gonna make this the blending color from earlier, which is, I believe, is 170 something. We can actually make this our centerpiece, so we're gonna make that 267, and then we're gonna start making some more fireballs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, as far as the background, we can actually do something that will take like literally like 2 seconds, and it'll still look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way into the background, and I'm going to be using these staircase-like blocks, and then I'm just going to be making a base large version of this. Now that we have this, what we're going to do is just going to select everything and put it all the way into the background. Of course, we're not going to use this white. We're going to make this a nice dark gray. So let's see, can this gray work? Let's see. Let's make it darker. I want it right there. Make it the same color, and it makes it look like an actual background. Look at that. That's this. Ooh, I love this already. So now that I made this a nice large base, it looks kind of plain like this. Like, I could have easily just leave it like this and it'll still look fine. But what I like to do is I like to cut out patches, and then I'd like just to put some of these circle cases, not circle cases, these staircase blocks, and to just put them around the square, just so it looks broken up and not copy pasty and all that, and it really opens up the space for the background, just so you can, you know, appreciate how much space you have here in this little background part, you know. So what I'm doing now, after I've finally built the structure of the background with the bricks, I'm just adding decorations around it just so I can really fill in the space so it doesn't really feel empty. So you don't want your bricks to stand alone most of the time. Sometimes you want to add torches, or what you see here, I'm doing cog gears. You can basically put what you want. Alright, now we're finally moving on to this spider part, since I don't want to spend an hour on this part again. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm making the pulse into the next part feel natural, because when you see this transition, it starts from the colorful part, and then Robtop transitions it into a gray part, and then it pulses back into color. So what I'm trying to do is make that smooth transition back into its original state of color, but it's going to be an illusion because this is just going to fade back. Well, actually, I'm going to use a color trigger to make this part snap back into its original colored form, and so it just has like its smooth transition into the spider part, and it gives me some leeway into building into this next part, you know. You barely see it, but it just makes you feel better when you see it. What I like to do is I just like to make the template itself and overlay it on the blocks that I have, and then I simply, oh, actually no, that's a bad idea. So I'm actually going to show you why I'm not going to flip these quite yet, because Builder Helper it's smart, but it's not exactly the smartest thing in the world, and you'll see what I mean in a minute as soon as I start putting all these down. Now, the reason I said I don't want these flipped yet is because when you do flip them like this, or I could have just did that. So when you flip them, it doesn't calculate the blocks being flipped. So when I clicked on create edges, as you can see, wait, did he fix it? No, he didn't fix it. Look, the edges don't match up correctly, no. So what I'm doing now is I'm shaving off the tops of the blocks so I can put the grass blocks on top, so I can replicate the Fingerdash blocks from the beginning of the level. After I shave off the top of the blocks, I'm going to put some 3D, some extra decoration, just so I can really make this part pop out. I really want to replicate what I did at the beginning, because I like when levels go back and reference what they had at the beginning of the level, so it's like a nice little wrap up for the entirety of the level. So that's why I'm trying to replicate here. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead here. I'm actually doing some pulsing. Now with the pulsing, I'm trying to get a bit creative with the background, the color of the blocks, the lava a little bit, just so I can really make this part stand out, and it makes it feel a lot more animated. I cannot believe I just spent an hour session recording into a single minute. Why don't I do this all the time? This will make life so much easier. Oh yeah, by the way, I am wearing another shirt because this recording took me a span of 3 days. This should have never taken me this long, hence why this video is so late. So instead of being extremely intricate with this part, I'm just gonna build this as fast as possible. So you already know how we do block designs around here. We start off with our base and then we keep it pushing. Like I tried my best to have fun with these blocks. I just don't know how to make them creative. Maybe that's a lack on my part, and I apologize for being a failure of a creator. There we go. Now it looks like some lava. Well, lava block, sort of, kind of. It still looks bad. All right, so what I can do is the similar trick to what I did with these blocks right here with the 3D. I just don't know if it's gonna look nearly as good, but I'm gonna dang sure try to make it look good. So to compensate for this middle part, I guess I'm gonna try to put glow on it to make it look better, maybe, because sometimes adding a glow on top of object stuff makes it look better. Like, is this okay? That's the start of something. Okay, so now that I got this block design done, sort of, I'm gonna go ahead and just template this out for the rest of the block design. Oh, I see why he had to double dip, because these literally aren't big enough to 3D this. All right, let's go ahead and add the lava just so I can have a visual of what I'm gonna do for like the following part. So I'm just gonna put this in, like, I don't know, 20. And of course the lava is going to be on the highest most layer, and since I don't feel like finding the layer that Robtop used for the lava, which I know it's 45 and 46, I'm just going to make my own. Okay, now that we got our lava gradient, we're going to need to put you, what is this? What's going on here? Oh, hold on. Hold the door, hold door, hold door, hold door. There we go. Okay, sweet. We're actually getting this level done now. So of course I'm going to add the electricity, but I'm wondering what type of other structures should I like just have here. So what I can do is I can make smaller versions, easier versions of these, like beside these, and connecting them with chains, and having them also have like the electricity stuff. And I can also do, they do have outlines. I learned something new today. Bro, this lightning is going nuts outside, by the way. I'm getting this video out no matter what, dude. Oh my, bro. Oh, okay, that's definitely on camera. Oh my, dude, what is going on with the weather, dude? Oh, okay, that legit scared me. So I did a cut there because the weather is literally going insane. I'm finishing this level. No, I'm getting this level out. I'm getting this, not level out, I'm getting this video out. You know what? Why not? Let's make a custom rotation for the things, because Robtop actually made a customary rotation thing for the orbs at the beginning. That looks kind of dope, a little bit. This is a little something. It's a little something. What I'm doing now is just adding a couple of things from the original part, just to make it reminiscent of the beginning, but make it slightly different here and there, just so it makes a nice little wrap of the bow on here. Is there different player colors, or just player color 1? I think it is just player color 1. What I'm gonna do for the background, just so I can fill it up a bit, I'm going to use what I built for myself, and I'm lowering the brightness. Now I can have this as my background in certain places, such as that one, so I can fill in space. All right, so now we added a couple of things, like a couple of signs, and now we're gonna add some rocks. Might as well add some rockage to it. I could put the spikes with these sparkles, but I just simply forgot, so I'm just gonna put them here and there and everywhere. Alright, I think it's about time we wrap up this video finally, so I'm going to now add the final touches to the lava. So the lava is going to be pretty basic and pretty simple, nothing too crazy, nothing too inventive. Alright, we're finally almost done with this video. Now all I'm going to do is finally put some pulsing for the background and the block design, and we can finally call it a video. I think that's all she wrote, boys and girls. I think that's all she wrote. Yes, of course, I could add in more, but I think I'm gonna end the video here, finally. So now allow me to demonstrate to you all my version of the ending of Fingerdash.